This month's muscle is gluteus medius. Your gluteus medius is located on the side of your hip and is often overlooked or not quite targeted by itself. The interesting thing about the gluteus medius is it actually has 3 different fibers that run in slightly different directions. So if you've ever had unstableness in your hip tightness, feel unbalanced on one leg, or you feel like you're losing power in your golf swing, your gluteus medius might be the key link that's missing. Your gluteus medius attaches to your ilium, which is your hip bone, part of your pelvis, and it then goes down and attaches to your greater trochanter, which is a part of your femur, which is the long bone of your thigh. And what makes it interesting is the 3 different fibers. So, as you'll see in the image, the anterior fibers, they run more in the front of your hip. Your middle fibers run straight up and down. And your posterior fibers, they run a little bit more on the back side. And you can see each one of those have slightly different angles, so they actually, although they all do one task the same, one movement the same, they also have different, they assist in different ones depending on the fiber type. So all of the muscles, they help with abduction of your leg. And so that's just lifting this leg up. If you think about the muscle, this is top of my hip bone, this is my greater trochanter, this muscle is shortening. It's bringing these 2 together. All 3 fiber types do this motion. Now your anterior fiber types, what they actually do is they help internally rotate your hip. So think about these front ones. They were kind of shortening. They could rotate forward, and they could also assist in hip flexion. So bringing that hip forward in front of our body. Your posterior fibers, since they're more in the back and kind of wrap around, they assist in external rotation, and they can assist in extension, so bringing that leg backwards. But all 3 of them abduct and bring your leg away from your body. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over and exercise how you can target all 3 muscles so you can activate all of them. So you're going to lay all the way on the ground. We're going to straighten this top leg, and what you can do is you can lay flat against the wall, and that'll help keep you from moving too far into flexion or extension and keep you right in this plane of your body. But today what we're going to do, we're just going to have this leg out. I'm going to internally rotate my hip so that my toe is pointed down, and I'm just going to lift up. So I'm kind of getting my leg on an angle, and I'm just going to hold this here for about 6 seconds. We can do this one a number of times depending on what your goals are, and this is your anterior fibers. Then I'm going to get this foot nice and flat, and I'm going to bring it up and hold. Same thing for about 6 to 10 seconds. Hold it up here. Same thing, we can do this for reps. If you're trying to build strength, if you're just trying to activate it, we could just do it a couple of times. And then I'm going to externally rotate, lift up, hold this leg up here, same thing, holding for at least 6 seconds, and bring it down. You should feel the outside of your hip working as you go through all of these, and you should even feel it kind of feels like it moves depending on what position you're in. If you're internally rotated, you should feel a little more in the front than just the side. This flat one should be just on the side. And then your other one, externally rotating, that posterior side, you should feel a little bit more on the posterior side. So if you want, try adding these exercises in before a workout, before a round of golf, before you do any sort of sporting activity, to really get those muscles firing and making sure we're using it. What you could also do is, if you want to increase the strength of that muscle, increase the number of reps or sets you're doing, how long you're holding it for. You could put a weight on your ankle if you have ankle weights, and you could also put a resistance band on and try to provide some resistance that way to help build your strength. This activation series can make you feel more stable and stronger when you're doing the activities you love. But if you are truly interested in finding out what is actually your weak link and how we can address it, muscle activation technique is a great way to get to the root cause of your problem and addressing any issues you might have. So if you found this helpful or interesting, feel free to subscribe and see what other muscles we come up with next month. But if you're more interested in figuring out exactly what your body needs coming in, or seeing a muscle activation technique specialist will be your best option.